What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Dogecoin. Now, you'll see from the title of this video that I'm not expecting huge results for Dogecoin. I will explain why. I will also explain what it could do if all the planets align, as it were, with regards to future price movement. There's also been some really, interesting news, because obviously there's a launch of Aptos this week, which went really poorly, and this was a really highly anticipated sort of launch. So I want to get into exactly what happened there as well. There's an interesting article that provides a little bit of defense for exactly what went wrong as well. So I'll cover that. Before I do, though, if you're new to the channel, you're probably going, James, why the hell should I listen to you? There's 1.235 million crypto YouTube channels out there, so why you? And that would be a fair question. So these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on this channel, and the first 26 coins I actually held when I made this channel. Had you put in $100 into these coins when I released videos about them, and you'd done everything wrong as an investor, you'd never sold them, you'd never done anything, you just sat on them all the way into a recession, you'd still have profit around 7K. And that's doing every possible thing wrong. Remember, the phrase is buy low, sell high. You actually have to sell. And if you'd have done everything right, and you just sold last year when the markets flew, you would have been in profit for 123 grand instead of 7. Big difference. Obviously, I sold these coins. They're not in my portfolio. If you want to see the coins that I own, go to copymycrypto.com and read that site. Everything on the site is verifiable because it's all on the YouTube channel. On that site, I share my current holdings, my portfolio, everything I buy and sell. We also have thousands of members, and many of whom have never invested in anything. So we've got tutorials for anyone that's starting off. So you literally don't have to have zero level of knowledge to get started. And if you want to make these gains, these 42x's, the 52, the 62, the 677, then go read that site, because I'll share what I've got and you can copy along. I'm always trying to find the next Phantom. I've done one Udemy course in my life, and that was about Phantom. Said it was going to be the best investment of the year. Obviously, I was right. I'm going to find the next Phantom, but I'm not going to do a Udemy course next time. I'm simply going to go on the site and tell the members the coin I'm getting in on and why, along with obviously the rest of my portfolio. So if you want to find out about the next biggest gainer, then you're going to want to go join that site. Link is in the description. So Dogecoin. Look, Dogecoin done over every bull cycle, it's done outstandingly well. Outstandingly well. And in the past year, obviously it ran up to like 70 cents. In the 2018 cycle, it ran up to about 1 cent, which was pretty amazing, because obviously at many points it was way less than that. It is constantly achieving new all-time highs, and I've probably been somewhat dismissive, I guess, because I'm saying 30 cents. And the reason that I'm saying this is a couple of reasons. Firstly, look, Dogecoin is obviously a meme crypto. Right now, there is zero real functionality. There is now, Dogecoin does have its own chain, which is Doge Chain. So there is beginning to be the growth of an ecosystem and a world around Dogecoin. But still right now, its functionality is pretty goddamn limited. And that matters. Now, meme coins are always going to have a run. Always. They do every single bull cycle. So Doge leads the way. So Dogecoin almost inevitably will have some sort of crazy run. Now, I think it can still drop a lot more than it has dropped. I still think this can drop down to 1 or 2 cents. Certainly back down to below where it is right now. So 30 cents per coin would be a hell of a big win for for anyone that gets in at 1 or 2 cents. But Dogecoin, look, I go off of fundamentals when you're talking about a longer term investment. And Dogecoin's fundamentals aren't really that good. Yes, it's cheap. Yes, it's fast. But I don't really see the point, or I don't really see the functionality of it beyond it as a small functionality with tipping, you know, whether that's with Twitter or Reddit. You know, I don't see actually much potential unless the ecosystem grows. You know, yes, Doge Chain came out recently. If we start seeing a ton of runs on a real growth in the ecosystem for Doge, maybe it does something. But we do have to understand that fundamentally Doge moved as a result of Elon Musk. Over the past sort of year and a half, the reason Dogecoin really rallied was Elon Musk. A lot of tweets, a lot of opportunistic moments to talk about it. You know, that big run that it had, that parabolic run, that was when he appeared on Saturday Night Live, and he obviously spoke about Dogecoin. And this is the thing, you know, I'm not seeing anything in terms of what makes me go, yeah, this is going to end up being an incredible blockchain where there's going to be a huge ecosystem. Yeah, there is now some staff working on growing the ecosystem. They do have a board of advisors. You know, they are starting to try and grow something. You know, they relaunched a foundation in 2021, but they're so behind everywhere else. The question is really for Doge, how does it evolve? And we've not seen, you know, it was pretty stagnant for several years. It's not really evolved ever. So for it to succeed, it needs, at the moment, historically, it needs social media posts. That's my concern. Does anyone share that concern out of curiosity? Is anyone going, the problem with Doge is, look, you're dependent on the whims of a billionaire? Does anyone have that thought process? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, please subscribe to the channel. We've got that percentage down from 80% down to 75%, but still 75% of people are returning viewers but never subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, please. It would help. Yeah, so Doge, I'm still saying it's going to do a run, but I just think you're dependent on too many people. And here's the thing. Oh, by the way, if you want to buy Doge, you can buy Doge at Bitget. Now, Bitget is someone I've reached out to because I love the fact that they've got 0% fees for spot trading. So you keep all the crypto you buy, no fees. That's a beautiful thing. And I wanted to work with them, so I've reached out to them. And if you join with Bitget, I'll put this link in the description. You have to join with my referral link, but you will be, the moment you do a spot trade, you'll be eligible to share a $500 prize pool of XRP. There's been a few people sign up, but not tons, so they're going to be sharing good amounts of money. So if you want to get a cut of that, then you've got to get onto the site and spot trade. And if you're a Doge fan, you probably don't like this video, but you can go and get a Doge on Bitget, and the link's in the description. So look, here's the thing, right? There's companies that currently accept Dogecoin's payments. You've got Tesla, you've got AMC Theaters, you've got GameStop, you've got Air Baltic, Dallas Mavericks, EasyDNS, Newegg, and Twitch. So we've got some places that accept them. That's not bad. That's a good start. But it's the whole net growth of Dogecoin has been down to Elon Musk. So the reality is look, for Dogecoin to run and succeed, we have to look at what is required. We need more, for Doge to run up to say $1, right? Crazy number. I'm not saying it can't do that, but it would need huge social media posts from, again, massive people like Elon Musk, like other billionaires. It would need huge endorsement from some major companies, whether it's Apple or Google or whoever, Facebook. I think unless we legitimately start seeing Dogecoin really develop, and if it does, then it can run, it can do something special. But until we see a real sustained period of growth for the Dogecoin ecosystem, the world of Dogecoin, the success of the coin and the market appreciation is dependent on the actions of people outside of Dogecoin. So your Elon Musks or your companies, or the retail investors that love a meme coin. And that's it. Meme coins always have a run. So I think 30 cents is very achievable. It could probably do more than that, but I'm being conservative based on the fact that you can't be sure that necessarily Elon Musk or any of the influencers, any of the real influential people out there are going to tweet about Dogecoin. You don't know that they are. You can't depend on that. And that's not how an investment should be made, is dependent on that. But again, Dogecoin smashes and starts growing their world massively, then I'll take back what I said, and 30 cents will probably be massively understated as a prediction. But let me know what you guys think. Do you share my concerns? Do you not? Always interested. So let me know in the comments down below. If you're a returning viewer, subscribe to the channel as well. Come on, let's get that percentage down. Still got 75% of people that come to this channel and watch, never subscribing. Let's get that percentage down, eh? And hit the bell notification as well, because my videos will make you money, so you don't want to miss them. If you don't have the bell notification, you will miss. Guys, if you want to see the coins that I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. Go read the site. On that site, I share everything I'm doing. Every coin I buy, every coin I sell. We have beginners tutorials for anyone that's new to crypto, that doesn't know how to trade. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of members that have never invested in anything. We've got thousands of members on the site. All I do is spend my time deep diving into this market. I will find the next phantom that can do those massive gains. I will simply go onto the site, tell the members I'm getting in on this, tell them why. So if you want to know about what the next big coin is going to be, you're going to want to be on that site. So go click the link in the description. And last thing, so Aptos launched this week. So Aptos was the blockchain that was built by Silicon Valley wonder kids, and effectively became a bit of a punchline this week. Its token dropped 50% in its first 24 hours of trading, and the crypto network that boasts a potential transaction count of 100,000 had only 4 per second at the start, which is obviously significantly less than 100,000. The project was valued at $2 billion in pre-launch private investment rounds and has currently got a market cap of 959 million. So obviously more than halved, which is not great. Aptos has Facebook roots, with the core team primarily being transplants from Facebook's Meta Platform's failed Libra project, which, certainly they've got experience, but they've got experience in a project that didn't launch, so, weird one. Now, the article, to be fair to CoinDesk, did put in some defense, which are fair defenses. So yes, there are some red flags, but a just launched blockchain having dismal transactions per second is nothing new. Nothing yet is built that anyone could transact with, so it was going to always have low transaction per second. The tokenization scheme, while not being a fair launch, is exactly what Solana, Near, and Flow have done, and all of which ended up using community-directed tokens to fund grants for people to come and build with them. And yes, Coinbase and Binance strategically invested in it, but it appears that the majority of that was so that there were tradable tokens on the exchanges. Dragonfly Capital, Hasiba Qureshi, who works with or is part of Dragonfly Capital, said, look, investing into a new layer one is really about building a more scalable operating system for blockchains. And we're still at the beginning of the journey. Smart contract blockchains have existed since Ethereum about 7 years ago, and we're clearly not done. The systems are primitive, and we're learning so much in real time about how to make them faster and perform better. And it's a fair point. We keep growing, layer ones do keep popping up. We're seeing new innovations. We're seeing new ways of doing consensus mechanisms. We're seeing new ways of improving scalability and increasing the amount of transactions per second. So we aren't done with layer ones, and the speed and strength and cost of those networks is vital. And the ones that have better speeds and the ones that have cheaper transactions are going to have success. So you can get why Aptos, why someone would invest in Aptos in pre-sale, and it may well end up being a big winner. But so far, obviously, things have not gone to plan. If you're an Aptos early investor, let me know how that's going and what you think it can do long term. I always like to hear that. And that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.